Hi history friends and welcome to the Historic Ancient channel. The story we are going to take a deeper look into is about the existence of giants in ancient time. I asked myself, is it true that they built the ancient pyramids? Were builders of ancient pyramids giants? Or is the true a historical fake? Let's find out in this video. Who built the pyramids and how could they drag and lift up a great many stone blocks weighing 2.3 tons each? Was it divine beings from a distant galaxy, who wanted to suggest technology and progress to mankind? Or were they giants, also known as Nephilim, who reached heights of up to 5 meters and more? As per standard students of history and archaeologists, immense stones were cut from the quarries utilizing copper etches. Then, these blocks were hauled and lifted into position. In any case, the technique in regards to the development and situation of these stones is under extraordinary debate. Ancient astronauts theorists accept that the old visitors from space were behind the development of enormous designs. They recommended that the specialty of levitation, through sonics or another stupid strategy, permitted antiquated Egyptians to challenge gravity and control enormous items without any problem. Yet at the same time, others demand that the antiquated developers of the pyramids were giants. One of the defenders of the hypothesis of the Egyptian demigods was Canadian author, lecturer and astrologer, Manly P. Hall. As per American creator and columnist Jason Colavito, Hall set forward a hypothesis that the pyramids of Egypt had been worked by giants. In one of his old meetings, Hall expressed, way back in the times of the brilliance of Baghdad, the great ruler, the devotee and relative of the incomparable al-Rashid of Arabian Nights, the Sultan al-Rashid al-Mamun, chose to open the incomparable pyramid. He had been informed that it had been worked by giants, who were known as the Shaddai, godlike creatures, and that inside that pyramid and those pyramids, they had put away an extraordinary fortune past the information on man. In this way, taking his court with him, the ruler went to Egypt, and he stood and checked the incomparable pyramid out. Furthermore, around them all the packaging stones were set up. The four walls were totally smooth. There was no apparent opening of any sort. He didn't know precisely very thing to do. Be that as it may, he heard from legends where he guessed the entranceway was, and he started to dig there. What's more, they had an extremely fine approach to diving back then, which I think we have enhanced. They needed to utilize coal, fills, and vinegar to go through the stone. What's more, when they go through a specific way, they found that they had come extremely near an entry, however an incredible stone obstructed it, and they could go no further. Curiously, as per the narratives, in 852, Al-Mamun visited Egypt and analyzed the pyramid while it was as yet covered with a white limestone cladding. It is likewise a fact that the packaging stones were set up, and fire and vinegar were utilized to get through them a passage into the pyramid. In any case, there is next to no definite data about Shaddai. As per a few specialists, Shaddai is a Jewish name of God. Others are lean to accept that the Shaddai is connected with Shaddad Canister Promotion, who was accepted to be the leader of the lost Middle Eastern city of Iram of the Points of Support. Hugh Newman, the co-writer of Giants on Record, referenced in his book about the amazing designs of Egypt and their relationship with theoversized sutures. He composed the Akbar al-Zaman, otherwise called the Book of Miracles, ca. 900 to 1100 promotion, is a Bedouin arrangement of archaic legend about Egypt and the world before the incomparable flood. It guarantees that individuals of promotion were giants, so Shaddad was undoubtedly one, and it is said he constructed the landmarks of Dashur with the stones that had been cut in the hour of his dad. Before this, the giant Harjit had started its development. Sometime in the future, Kaftarim, another monster, set mysteries in the pyramids of Dashur and different pyramids, to copy what had been finished of old. He established the city of Dendera. Dashur comprises of the Red Pyramid and Bode Pyramid was developed during the rule of Pharaoh Sneferu, 2613 to 2589 BC. Dendera comprises of profoundly finished support points committed to the goddess Hathor. The text proceeds to say that Nokraus, the main ruler of Egypt, after the flood, with his colleagues fabricated landmarks, raised high pinnacles, and executed the brilliant works, while the city of Memphis was crafted by a later arrangement of giants, who worked for Lord Misraim, another giant. Afterward, it portrays crafted by a greater amount of these superhumans. Adim was a giant, with unfavorable strength, and the best of men. He requested the quarrying of rocks and their transportation to fabricate pyramids, as had been finished in previous times. Numerous legends and antiquated texts are bound to the tales of giants. For instance, the Nephilims in beginning 6 to 4, Book of Scriptures, are depicted as monsters. Also, as per the Gilgamesh epic at Ugarit, Gilgamesh outperformed different rulers in substantial height. He was assessed to have been between 4.8 to 5.4 meters tall, 16 and 18 feet. The main pharaoh of Egypt, circa 3150 BC, was called Menes, or Narmer, yet is all the more broadly recognized as the Scorpion ruler. There is no record of his height, however he is portrayed as being exceptionally tall on the popular Narmer range, circa 3100 BC, and during his rule, larger than usual relics were made and are presently saved in an exhibition hall in Oxford, Britain. The Third Administration saw the extraordinary Pyramid of Saqqara worked with various different sanctuaries in the complex. Djoser, who covered the immense Lord Khase Kamoy, and may have been his child, was the leader of Saqqara during its development. Inside the perplexing, a work of art of the Goliath who obviously seems to have a stretched skull was shot by Egyptologist Zahi Hawass inspecting it. One more verification of giants in antiquated Egypt are the huge final resting places. The Serapeum close to Saqqara is made out of 25 enormous rock and diorite caskets gauging as much as 70 tons each, and embalmed Apis bulls were fixed in them as a component of an old religion. One more enormous stone casket is situated under the Giza level, in what is known as the Osiris Shaft. It is part of the way lowered submerged, is seldom visited or shot, and is far below the stone thoroughfare of the purported Khafre's pyramid. The alabaster final resting place of Seti El is 9 feet 4 inches, 2.84 meters, long and is as of now housed in the Soane Gallery in London. He was likewise the amazing figure as portrayed on the Abydos ruler records and with the vastness of his casket. I am sure that there have been giants in historical times and that they had to help people more often than they would have liked. Excavations of giant skeletons are spread in abundance on the internet. If you want to see more videos about historical events and stories, then click on the next video above.